This is a CAD model of the house at 2401 Willard Avenue. The model shows some of the possible remodeling options that we were considering. Two of the minor ones would be filling in the front entry doorway. There's an indentation currently in the front doorway. We would fill that in and make it an enclosed foyer. In addition, at the back of the house, we were looking at doing a new deck downstairs. But the big reason for seeing this model is that there is an attached one-car garage on the east face of the house. It's a 16-foot wide garage at the front face. The door is a standard 9-foot wide by 7-foot tall garage door, and there's plenty of room for a single car. Something that's really nifty is that the existing basement door that's accessible through the stairwell that runs from the main floor down into the basement. That doorway that currently exists to the side garden is perfectly positioned to be the entry doorway from the house into the attached garage. So it's really a great thing that there would need to be zero modification to that doorway. The only thing weird about this design is that you can see the side wall of the garage is at a significant angle. It's not square to the front wall. The reason for that is that the property line here is at an angle. So we are at a 6-foot offset from the neighbor's property line, and that's what gives us that angled wall. It does get a little bit close to the front corner of the car, but there is still plenty of room. I've personally have used smaller garages than this for one car, so this is definitely a doable thing. In addition, I have had lengthy conversations with staff at the City of Madison planning and zoning offices, and they are 100% okay with this plan. They've given me verbal, informal approval. There are zero concerns as long as we meet the 6-foot offset to the neighbor's property line. So you'll, of course, have to get your own official approval, and you'll also need to hire a surveyor to ensure that the property line is exactly where I assume it is. I have done measurements and I've done my best, but before you invest money in this, you're going to want to hire a surveyor. So this is a very doable project. A couple other things to consider is if you are going to add this on, you're going to need to dig some deep footings for the foundations. If you're digging all that dirt out, you might as well go ahead and remove all the dirt from the middle and dig a full foundation, which you could then finish, and that finished room would be accessible through the existing basement stairwell. One other thing to think about is that this design originally came about from our desire to add an apartment to the side of the house. So this wall that's shown here in this position for the garage, if it was an apartment, that wall would be 10 feet to the back and it would come up towards the bathroom window near the back of the house. That would give you a 400 square foot apartment, and that apartment could either be just a full-on apartment that you rent to somebody, could call it a mother-in-law apartment, or it could even be used for VRBO or Airbnb. And again, the City of Madison is okay with all of that. In order to make this garage or apartment look cohesive, the roof of the front porch would need to be reconstructed so that it blends in nicely with the new roof on the addition. So this is a very doable project, and it puts it into a portion of the yard that is mostly unused, and it preserves the lovely backyard with a nice view of the neighbor's backyard, the neighbor's brick house. So there you go. I hope this is helpful, and if the buyer of the house needs more information about the apartment or any other options on the CAD model, please let me know.